What's up guys, my name is Brandon and today I'll be showing you the first 9 things you should do immediately after getting your brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So I just did an unboxing video and gave you guys my first impressions. If you did miss that video, it will be up in the cards right now and also down in the description below. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the first settings you should change and some of just the first things you should check out on your new Note 9 after you do unbox it. And of course, I will be doing more videos on the Note 9 and comparing it to the iPhone 10, so make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already and stay tuned for those videos. So let's not waste any more time, let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and secure your device by setting up a way to access your phone and get past the lock screen. Now this is something you may have done in the initial setup process, but if you didn't, now is the time to do so. So you're just going to go into your settings, go to lock screen, and then we're going to go ahead and tap on screen lock type. You can see right now we just have swipe, which is no security. I basically just swipe up to enter into my phone, but I do want to have some added security on here via iris scanner or facial recognition or fingerprint sensor. So you can see we also have pattern, which is medium security, which is just a pattern to unlock your device. You have a pin, which is medium to high security. You have a password, and then down here you have the biometrics, which is the iris scanner, the facial recognition, and the fingerprints. You also have something called intelligent scan, which is what I'm going to actually enable right now. And you can see right there it says it uses face and iris recognition together for better accuracy and security. So it just combines the facial recognition and the iris scanner in one to unlock your device. So let's go ahead and set that up. You get a little animation right there. Let's click continue. I'm not wearing glasses. Now it's going to register my face. Let me get it out of frame real quick. Now it's going to scan my eyes. So you can see right there, that was a very, very quick process. And now we have my face and my eyes recognized by the device. And you can see after you set that up, it prompts you to lock notifications right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and click on hide content, and you can mess around with these settings as well. Go ahead and click on done. So now when we go to the lock screen, you'll notice that we have a new icon up there. It shows it's looking for my eyes or my face. It doesn't find them, but let me go ahead and put my face in front of there. And you can see it unlocks it very quickly, pretty much immediately once I put my face in front of the screen. This is a lot quicker than last year's Note 8. And then you can also go ahead and register your fingerprint down there if you want as well. So the next thing you should do on your Note 9 is try out the new S Pen and set up some shortcuts for it. So if you go ahead and take out the S Pen down here, we have this bright yellow pen now with a button on it, and it's definitely a lot better than last year's Note 8 pen. So to access the menu and get to some of these shortcuts, we're going to go into our settings, advanced features, S Pen, and then you have all these options right here. So if we go to S Pen remote, you can see this is the new menu setting right here with the Note 9. And you can see we are at 100% battery. You do also recharge this by just plugging it into the bottom of the phone. And if it does not connect, just simply put it in and then take it back out and it should be fine. And you can see we do have it on right there. You can see it says hold down pen to open camera. Of course you can change this, so if you go and tap on that, if you hold that down, you can set it to open up any of these applications right here. So for instance, if I wanted to open up something like Facebook, by pressing that down, if I'm a Facebook addict, I can do that, but I think it's really best for the camera. And you can see you also have actions right here. So if you single press on the button while you're in the camera application, it will take a picture. If you double press, it will switch camera back to the front facing camera. So I'm just going to show you that real quick. I'm going to tap and hold on the button. It's going to take me to the camera. If I press it once, it will take a picture. If I tap twice, it will turn around to selfie mode. And click on OK. Tap it twice again, and it goes back to the rear facing camera. Really, really cool. So if we go back to the menu, you can see we also have these actions for all these other applications right here. Gallery, the shutter, media. So you can control your media with this as well. A single press will play and pause. A double press will go to the next song, which is really cool and convenient. So going back to the S Pen settings panes right here, you can see that we have unlock with S Pen remote. So you can simply tap the button on the S Pen to unlock your device if you want to. And you have all these different things right here. You have an alarm, sound an alarm if you walk away with your phone without inserting the S Pen in the screen is off. That's a pretty cool feature. You have power saver, you have feedback, vibration, all this good stuff here within the S Pen settings. So definitely go ahead and try it out and set up some shortcuts for the S Pen. This is, what makes the Note 9 a unique phone. It separates it from something like the S9 or the S10 in the future as well. So definitely play around with the S Pen on the Note 9. You will definitely love it, especially with this big screen. It's really, really useful. And I can definitely tell that taking pictures with this S Pen is going to be useful. So next you should enable the blue light filter. So if we go into our settings, go to display, you'll see we have blue light filter right here. Go ahead and toggle that on. And if you don't want to toggle it on now, definitely go ahead and schedule, which is what I'm actually going to do. So if we go ahead and click on it, I'm going to go ahead and turn on as scheduled, and I'm going to do a custom schedule right here. So it's going to start at maybe say about 10 p.m., which will be about the time I'll be getting in bed. And we're going to end it at around 7 a.m., which would be about the time I get up the next morning. And of course, you can do this earlier as well. It doesn't have to be exactly right when you're going to bed, but when the sun goes down, it's best to do that. I hope you sleep better, and it's also better on your eyes. So definitely go ahead and test out the blue light filter. Studies have actually shown that the blue light that comes from your phone is bad for your sleep and also for your eyesight in general. So it's definitely good to protect your eyes and also make the screen not so bright right before bed. So while we're in the display settings, let's go ahead and change over some of the other display settings in here. So starting with the brightness, obviously you probably already adjusted your brightness. Auto brightness, I actually like to keep this off. Some people like to have it on. I think it, consumes a lot of battery and energy when you have that turned on, but that's completely up to you. Blue light filter, what I just talked about, we have the screen mode, which is something interesting. I like the adaptive display personally, but some people will like basic if you just don't want to mess with anything on the screen. Basically, you can read a description of each display right here if you want to. And if we go to our screen resolution, I like to set this at the very maximum just to see everything that this device and the screen is capable of. So definitely go ahead and, notch that on up to QHD. So let's go to icon frames right here. And I'm going to turn this on icons only, because if you notice, icons with frames has this really ugly white border on it. It looks very, very just cluttered and just not very clean. It looks very outdated. So if you do icons only, it gives the icons a lot more modern look and a lot cleaner look to your home screen. You can set up the edge screen if you want. I don't really care to use the edge screen at all. So I'm just going to turn this off for now, just because I really don't ever use it. I never use it on the Note 8 either. And then screen timeout is another big one. This is set by default on 30 seconds, I believe. I like to have mine at 5 or 10 minutes just because I hate when the screen times out when I'm in the middle of doing something, or when I'm looking at my computer and I want to look back down at my phone. I don't want it to be locked. So I'm going to do, always 5 or 10 minutes. But of course, this is personal preference, so definitely go ahead and set it to whatever you want. And then you want to make sure that block accidental touches is turned on. You can see it says prevent the screen from detecting touch input while your phone is in a dark place such as a pocket or bag. Definitely something you want to have enabled. And then lastly, in the navigation bar, I like to enable the unlock with home button right here. So hard press the home button while the screen is off to skip the lock screen and go directly to the home screen. This way you just get into your device a lot quicker, so definitely a feature I like to have enabled. So if we go back to our home screen, another thing you should change is the toggles in the notification panel. So if we go ahead and swipe down, you can see you have your top 6 right here. You can actually customize these. Click the little 3 dots right there, button order, and then from here you can customize which 6 you want to show up first, and then you can customize all these down here as well. So I'm going to move airplane up to the very front, and then Wi-Fi. I'm going to move Bluetooth over near Wi-Fi. So there's 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and click on done. Swipe up. You can see we now have these configured to our liking. And one thing you'll notice is that the brightness does not show up when you first swipe down, but you have to swipe down again to get to the brightness. But if you wanted to get to that on the first swipe, here's how. So click on this little drop down right here, and then you can click on show control on top. Click done. And now when you swipe down the first time, you'll see you have the brightness toggle, the slider right there. So this is something that I personally like just because it's like that in iOS, and that's really what I'm used to. So that's a nice little feature to have here on Android. The next thing you guys should do is enable fingerprint sensor gesture. So if we go into our settings, advanced features, you'll see finger sensor gestures right there. Go ahead and enable that and go ahead and click on that. And then you'll get an animation of exactly what this does. So swipe up or down on the fingerprint sensor to open or close the notification panel. And you can also do this to open up Samsung Pay if you do have that enabled. So I'm just going to show you guys a quick example of this. Instead of going all the way up to the very top of the screen to bring this down, especially on such a tall device, it's really useful, especially with the new position of the fingerprint sensor here on the Note 9, to just simply drag up or down on the fingerprint sensor to bring down the notification panels right there. So you can bring it up and down pretty easily by doing that. So that's a cool little feature there that's hidden inside of the advanced feature settings. So next, let's go ahead and customize the home screen. So all you have to do for this is you can just simply pinch on the home screen. You can go through all your home screen pages right here. You can delete them very easily by clicking delete right there. I'm going to delete this one just because I have one thing on there, Samsung themes. We're going to go ahead and remove that, delete, and you can start a whole new page by clicking add right there if you want. You can disable Bixby right there if you want. I'm actually going to do that. That way we just have this one home screen for now. And if we actually go back to that pinch position and go down to the bottom right here where it says home screen settings, go and click on that. And here you can change the home screen layout. You can change the grid, the amount of apps per grid. You can see you have these options down here at the bottom. You can hide badges if you want to. You can add apps to the home screen, and you have all these other settings down here. So if we go back to the home page and we go and swipe up to get to our apps, and if we long press on an app icon, you can see you do get other options as well. You can add it to the home screen. You can select multiple. So if you wanted to move, multiple things into a folder or something like that, you could just do all of this. You can create a folder very easily, and it's just a very quick and easy way to just completely customize the look of your home screen. So I'm going to go ahead and move a couple of these. I'm just going to do social media for now. We're going to take and drag these onto the home screen right here. And you can see it doesn't really look right. The weather's kind of big, so I'm going to tap and hold on that. I'm going to do it with my finger, make it a little bit smaller. I think it looks a lot better like that. So there we go, that looks good. We'll maybe move this up a little bit, and you can kind of see where I'm going with this, moving applications around, just resizing things and things like that. Just really just take the time to customize the look of your home screen to how you want it to look. So next thing you guys should do is go and get a custom theme and a custom wallpaper. So you can see I have a really nice looking wallpaper right here. And if we go to our settings, wallpapers and themes, you can see this is where you can find a lot of cool wallpapers and themes. So you can go to top right here, you can sort it by free and paid. So if you like one of these, you can just click on it and then click download. Let's go back and check out some themes. We're gonna go to the top free. You can see none of these really catch my eye right now, but you can see the way some of these look right here. So if you like a nice black theme, you can see how the icons will look right there. I honestly like the default icons, so that's just a personal preference, but you can go in there and, you know, download some custom themes and wallpapers. And the last thing you guys should do is go ahead and turn on Dolby Atmos. So I'm a big audiophile, and the Atmos technology definitely makes a difference in the audio department. So if we go to our settings, sounds and vibration, scroll all the way down, sound quality and effects, and then you'll have Dolby Atmos right there. Definitely go ahead and enable that. This will definitely give you a much more crisp sound when you're watching movies, listening to music, any of that good stuff. And you can see you can also customize it down here, which is really cool. So if you want a more bass or more treble, you can go ahead and customize that right there. If you just wanted it in the middle, you can do that. If you want it more towards vocal or instrument, you could change that right there as well. You have some of these other settings down here as well. You can adapt the sounds. You can go to advanced. You can customize it by decibel and everything. It's just a really, really cool technology and a really cool feature added here in the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 that you should definitely check out if you care at all about the sound coming from your device. So anyways, guys, those are the first 9 things I did and the first 9 things I suggest you guys do when you get your brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also make sure to subscribe for a lot more videos on the Note 9. We'll be doing a full review comparing it to the iPhone 10 and all that good stuff. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.